Blessings, beautiful beings. This is Peter reporting to you live from Arizona. I am here today honoring the winter. This is our first full day of winter, and this is a pretty potent day for me. I'm going to talk a bit about the element of water later, but I just wanted to announce a couple of things. After 3 years of having it be my number one goal, I'm officially an author. I've written a book called You Are God, and So Is Everything Else. This is a book bridging science and spirituality and being able to identify that on a scientific level that there is no separation between ourselves and the world around us, and how to access our spiritual gifts, how to understand who we are and why we're here, and ultimately live a life of fulfillment and satisfaction that brings us joy, happiness, love, and connection. And on this path, I had a really powerful, some would say it in Christianity, a coming to Jesus moment. Others in other ideologies would say samadhi, nirvana, an awakening experience, where the night before the spring or the fall autumnal equinox, which was 13 weeks ago, I had this vision that was very clear that I was going to write this book, and this was the title. And in order for this book to come through clearly, what I would need to do was to abstain from alcohol, caffeine, smoking, and practice veganism. And so you're looking at me 13 weeks later, and on the final day, so the night of the 20th, so this was Wednesday, 2 days ago, I stopped eating food and drinking water from sunset until sunrise. And so this is Friday, so it's been a day and a half or so. And some would think maybe I would feel not well, or I would feel sluggish or tired, and I actually feel amazing. I feel great. My body feels rejuvenated. I feel complete and whole within myself, not needing to reach outside of myself for something. And as I've been staying here with my uncle in Mesa, Arizona, I happened to flip open to a book here called The Second Coming of Christ by Paramahansa Yogananda. He is a modern day Jesus of sorts who brought yoga to the West in 1920 and started the Self-Realization Fellowship. And in the book, I synchronistically flipped to the page right as I'm stepping into my fast. There it talks about when Jesus fasted for 40 days and 40 nights. And I kind of laughed because I was like, oh, that's hysterical. Like, right as I'm about to prepare for this, I'm learning on, he uses scientific principles of how we're able to access this cosmic God consciousness through meditative states, and how when our body is not focused on digesting food, that our nervous system, our brain, our receiver center is able to receive this energy to vitalize, rejuvenate our cells on an electrical level. So I've been very fascinated by this process and beginning to practice it more now. And yeah, so this was for body, mind, soul, giving my body, the organs, opportunity to heal, to reset, to relax, and then on a level of my mind, allowing my mind to be clear. I have been an addict for half my life, since I was 13 years old, maybe since birth, from sugar to video games to alcohol to smoking to food. I realized is my most recent, food and sugar. And so now I'm awareness is the first step, and we do not need anything outside of ourselves. Physical sustenance supports us. However, the only limitations are the ones that we create in our minds. And a lot of the programs and beliefs that have been passed down to us are conditioning from our teachers, preachers, parents, and those who have our best intentions. However, we know what we know, we don't know what we don't know. And this process has been very powerful in expanding my perceptions of what I thought my limitations were. And my intention for sharing this with you is that with a clear intention, desired outcome, and commitment and action, that you can achieve anything. Whether that be something for your physical health, whether it be for your business, your career, your spiritual evolution, awakening to the unity of all, being able to have a physical, visceral sensation of these spiritual or religious perceptions, and being able to have it be from belief to knowledge, to where it's an embodied truth. And so how you can apply this is, the new year is technically today, if you want to look at the calendar from how the calendar's been viewed for before the Gregorian calendar was created. But if you want to use it as of the 1st of January, a lot of people set New Year's resolutions. And so this is an invitation to identify what is your vice. What is it that brings you out of presence when you're going throughout your day, whether that's thinking of your addiction, your food, your whatever that may be, and to be able to create space to commit to yourself to help to alter anything that pulls you out of presence. So often we are dwelling in the past or have anxiety about the future. And so this is a very powerful practice to be able to abstain and take a break from something in order to heal the relationship. And so I love food. I'm gonna continue to eat food, or I'm gonna start eating food again. However, now my body is much more sensitive to what I am consuming. And so having organic foods that are not as filled with chemicals, and we can get into those things another day. And, just being more aware of our bodies are very intelligent, and that we can train our bodies, we can train our minds, we can allow ourselves to receive energy from other places, the sun, our breath. We can charge our water with our intention, with our prayer. And so water, I'm gonna alter my my space because I've been slowly crouching down to stay in the line of the sun. So water, water. I haven't had water in almost, 38 hours or something. Water. So in the winter, this is the season of the water. This is a time of being able to be introspective, just like the bears hibernate. It's a time of being able to go inward, to connect to ourselves, to who we are, to why we're here, to start to tune out the external world in terms of the stimulus. I know it's this final week or so, 2 weeks of holidays and whatnot. However, this is a very powerful time that we're stepping into, through the months of January, February, and through into March is a time to really take time to be with ourselves, to clarify our dreams and our visions for the year to come, to set new goals to get us closer to those visions, and to be able to surround ourselves with an optimal internal and external environment to bring our heaven to earth. And so internal environment with what we're consuming in terms of our food, in terms of our media, in terms of the people we surround ourselves with, in terms of the thoughts that we focus on, and being able to identify our heart's desire. Because when we clarify what we desire, then we can be able to create opportunities to feel that. We can use our brain and our mind to stimulate the secretion of hormones to feel the way that we desire to feel. Contrast is clarity. And so when we go off the path, we are on the path as well. And so being able to be patient with the process, especially when you're beginning to take major transformative steps. Most of the year of 2017, I've been relatively clean, not really consuming very many mind-altering substances, not really consuming much animal products, and yeah, just like for me, this is a big deal, and it's taken time. You know, like fasting, like no water for this long is the first time I've ever gone this long. But I know that if I feel as good as I feel right now, and there's people that have done it much longer, I know that the only limits are the ones that I place on myself. And so I hope that this may serve as an inspiration to step outside of what you think you're capable of doing, and remembering that the only limitations are the ones that we place on ourselves. And so for a little moment of honoring the water, so I'm looking down at my water over here. Just want to honor the water in our bodies, in our lakes, rivers, oceans, and atmosphere, and the air, and just so grateful for the water, for water is life. Without the water, we wouldn't be here. It's what differentiates our planet from all the other planets, among others, and sustains life here. And as we step into this time of the water has a feminine quality. It's dynamic and fluid, creative. It's this sense of, with water we cleanse ourselves, we purify ourselves. And so just as we practice cleansing in the physical body, it's also important to practice cleansing of the energetic body, of the spiritual body, of the mental body. And so practices like meditation are very powerful to help us to control, alt, delete, to reset, to recalibrate, to align the mind. And so the water is a really powerful way we can meditate with our water and ask the water what it is that we desire. Focus on, I am calling upon this water to provide me with gratitude and appreciation and love. And so I know that the future of medicine is going to be with water as the base constituent, and being able to enhance water to provide healing benefits. And it's already happening right now in many shamanic and mystic practices. And so the water, this is a time to go inward. And this, once again, this final end of the Gregorian calendar from Christmas, Kwanzaa, New Year. After that, I really encourage us all to get clear about who we are, why we're here, and where we're going, and to set goals, and to be able to create ways that we're holding ourselves accountable, that we're being able to do it with excitement, where it's fun, gamify it, to make it joyful. And if you're interested, I'm going to be hosting a group starting midway through January to help to support people through this process. And I would be so honored and humbled to support you on your journey of clarifying how you desire to feel and how to feel that way. And so on the first full day of winter, I'm wishing you a happy Friday. I hope you have a beautiful, blessed day wherever you are, and may you be a blessing. May you feel the blessing in your body, experiencing joy and happiness and love, and may you share that good feeling with all those that you encounter. Ciao for now. Happy Friday. Happy winter. Peace and blessings.